Major Slack Videos.
Hey, welcome back to Major Slack Videos, your first stop for Express Elden Ring gameplay. Alright, this is it. This is the big kahuna. We're going to take on the Elden Beast boss fight, or rather the Radagon slash Elden Beast boss fight, or as one of my viewers likes to put it, the Radabeast boss fight. Toughest boss fight in the game. And we are currently at level 131. And we are definitely under leveled for this fight, but I'm going to show you how to do it with the specific build and a brand new strategy, a radical strategy that I invented just recently, past couple of days. We should be around level 150 according to the official game guide. Every build outlined in the game guide is level 150, so we're about 20 levels short, but I'm going to show you how to do it, no problem. Alright, so let's start off by just stripping off everything. Okay, and don't worry about stats because we're going to respec. Alright, this is what we have to work with, level 131, and the gear that we have. Let's start out with our weapon of choice, which is going to be the Blasphemous Blade. And if you've been following this walkthrough, you should have it up to plus 10. Okay, don't worry about it if you can't use it now. And the Crossed Tree Tower Shield with the Sacred Affinity on it, which gives it 81 holy damage protection. Alright, and for those of you who got locked out of the Sanctified Whetblade, don't worry, I'm going to show you two boss fights, two Elden Beast boss fights where I beat him without the Sanctified Whetblade. We just had a regular Cross Tree Tower Shield plus 24. The difference is simply your holy damage negation is 66, but your guard boost is up to 74. So, and in fact, my best fight out of the 5 fights I'm going to show you, my best fight was actually without the benefit of the Sanctified Whetblade, which gives you more holy damage, which is what you want against the Elden Beast, right? So, yeah, very doable. We're going to put the Carryonite gear across the board. Carryonite armor is light and it's very effective. Okay, so helm, armor, gauntlets, and greaves. And we're also going to put our newly acquired Erdtree seal, which has 0 weight. That's important, okay? Because this is basically a budget build, alright? Like I said, we're level 131. This is a budget build. We should really be at level 150, as I said before. And finally, talismans. We're going to abandon the gold scarab talisman, which gives you extra money, in favor of, you know, survival. Start off with the Arsenal Charm plus 1, which you just recently acquired. The Hallowed Drake Talisman, which gives holy damage protection. That's very important. Hallowed Drake Talisman plus 2. The Pearl Drake Talisman plus 1, which gives you basically what's the word? Elemental protection across the board, so it gives you magic, fire, and holy damage protection. Alright, so this also adds on to our holy damage protection. And finally, the Dragon Crest Shield Talisman plus 2. Okay, so we're going defense all the way in our talismans. Alright, Flasks. After much experimenting, I figured out the best survival configuration for flasks is 9 and 5. Okay, 9 health and 5 magic juice. Alright, and as far as spells, you're going to empty all these out. We're going to go with 2 faith spells, which we can't use now, but once we respec, be able to use those. First one is Golden Vow. Don't worry about it if you can't use it, just plunk it in there anyways. And the other one is Lord's Divine Fortification, which, as you see, greatly increases holy damage negation for self and allies. And that's what you want, because Radagon and the Elden Beast both spew out a lot of holy damage and physical damage. Right? So hook up both those, Golden Vow, Lord's Divine Fortification. Okay, so that is our equipment. And you're going to put the Flask of Wondrous Physic in a convenient spot. And you're going to have the Mimic Tear Ashes plus 10. Okay, if you're following this walkthrough, everybody's got that. Now let's respec. Everybody should have lots of larval tears. If you're following this walkthrough, you should have at least 7. I've got 7. You only need 1.
Ah,
Okay, rebirth.
Now.
Okay, now we are going to have the benefit of Godric's Great Rune, which is going to add 5 to all your attributes, okay? So keep that in mind. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to put Vigor up to 55, as it was before. There we go. Mind we're going to put at 21. This will give us just enough FP to cast the Taker's Flame skill on the Blasphemous Blade 5 times before bottoming out our FP, right? And leave that like that. Endurance we want just enough to be able to carry our equipment without going into heavy load, and that is Endurance 20. Alright, and strength you want enough to be able to carry your cross tower shield. The cross tree tower shield requires strength 30, and since we're getting an extra 5 strength from Godric's Great Rune, we only need to put strength up to 25. Here we go, 25, and all the rest into faith. For me, I can get up to 52. Alright, and that will give our Blasphemous Blade more damage. And that's it. That's our build. Okay, 55, 21, endurance 20, strength 25, leave dexterity and intelligence at the default, and all the rest of the points into faith. Done and done. Okay, and now if you check your equipment, you see that you can use all your equipment. Okay, everything's good. And we can use all our spells. And that's it. We're ready to rock. Back to the scene of the crime, which would be the Elden Throne. Okay, now all the fights, obviously I'm going to hand them on over to Gamer Slack. That's my alter ego who games without being burdened with live running commentary, and I'm going to dub in the commentary. I'm thinking about showing all 5 fights. I've got a recording of all 5 fights. Hopefully you guys want to see this. It's some of them are, one of them at least is pretty funny because I completely screwed up, but I beat the guy and I beat Elden Beast anyways. For now, before you go in, this is what you want to practice. First of all, my brand new strategy. This is a radical new strategy I'm using. Typically what you do is you go in with Radagon, you spawn your Mimic Tier or whatever Spirit Ash you have, and you take your Flask of Wondrous Physic, and then you try to beat Radagon, and then you go and you get into the Elden Beast boss fight, and typically this is always what happens. You get about halfway through the Elden Beast boss fight, and your Spirit Ash dies, and you get really low on resources, and you're just basically in panic mode trying to survive, and he just kicks your ass over and over again. And it's demoralizing too, because by the time you get to that point, you're about 8 minutes into the fight, and then Elden Beast kicks your ass, and then you gotta start all over again and go through another 8 minutes of hell. My new strategy is don't use your Spirit Ash for Radagon, and don't use your Flask of Wondrous Physic for Radagon. Simply go in with what you've got, and if Radagon clobbers you, you've only lost 2 minutes. If you beat him, as soon as you start the Elden Beast boss fight, you can spawn your Spirit Ash, and you can use the Flask of Wondrous Physic, and now you're fresh. You got a fresh Spirit Ash going up against Elden Beast. And I can't tell you how much easier this made the whole fight. It made it way, way easier. Now, granted, you will get clobbered by Radagon a lot more, but the Elden Beast boss fight is a lot easier. In fact, my success rate against Radagon was only 33%. Okay, 1 out of 3 times I beat him. But my success rate with this, using this new strategy, my success rate against Elden Beast was 90%. 9 times out of 10, I beat him using this new strategy. So that's it. Just take one for the team against Radagon, and if you beat Radagon, you get to go into the Elden Beast boss fight with a fresh Spirit Ash. Makes a huge difference. All right. One more thing, you should practice now with your Blasphemous Blade. What you want to do is take your Slames This is the Taker's Flames. Keep in mind that this recovers health. Okay, if you hit the enemy with this skill, the Blasphemous Blade skill, it recovers health. So don't be in a hurry to take your health flask. Always keep in mind that this will recover health. If you have FP, that's your choice. That's your go-to. You know, do that instead of gobbling down your health flask. All right, and the thing with Radagon is you can sucker punch him right away. So as soon as you go in, lock on 2 Taker's Flames right away. Just spam that skill button and see what happens. The first one will hit, guaranteed. The second one he may parry. Radagon's got this special parry where he can parry skills. And you always know when he does that, when you hear a little ping when you use any kind of magic attack or any kind of like ranged skill like this. And I'm out of juice. Another thing to keep in mind is this Taker's Flames has an incredible range. Don't underestimate the range, okay? See that? See how far it went? All the way over here. So basically what you want to do is you want to keep Radagon at mid-range. Up close he's dangerous, far away he's dangerous. You want to keep him at mid-range, okay? And just hit that Taker's Flames with reckless abandon. If you're locked on and you got him at mid-range, just let fly. Don't even bother trying to mastermind whether it's a good time to do it. Just do it, because it's basically a war of attrition against Radagon, because he's very susceptible to Taker's Flames. He's susceptible to fire, and he just takes a lot of damage. Unlike Elden Beast, who's immune to all kinds of all elemental damage, Radagon takes a ton of damage, so that's your best bet. Keep him at medium range and spam that Taker's Flames. And when in doubt, roll away. Roll away. When up against Radagon, just roll away or roll to the side. Especially when he does that stomp attack which spews out all this holy damage in a cone in front of him. You want to roll to the side or roll away. Because like I said, you want to keep him at medium range as much as possible. Okay, keep him at medium range, not a close range. And finally, for the Elden Beast boss fight, you want to practice this. You want to practice running diagonally, sprinting diagonally like this. Okay? So, typically, I prefer going in to the right. You could go to the left, but I prefer going to the right, but diagonally. And the reason being is, Elden Beast, his biggest defense is just keeping far away from you and forcing you to sprint towards him all the time, using up all your stamina. So by the time you get up in his face, you're out of stamina, and you don't want that. So what happens is, as he's attacking you, most of his attacks come straight ahead. So what you want to do is you want to lock on and then sprint diagonally like that. So after he finishes his attack, you're up in his face. And same thing with Elden Beast. Taker's Flames, but Elden Beast is different than Radagon. The best place for Elden Beast is right up close. With this particular build, get right up close. And as soon as you get within range, let fly with that Taker's Flames. And if you get up really up close, do a jump attack. Do jumping strong attack. And try to knock him out. Jumping strong attack. Jumping strong attack. I wouldn't use a charge attack too much, because it's just way too slow and he always like swims away. But if you think you've got a good opportunity to do a charge attack, but mostly jumping strong attacks, okay? Jump strong. Jump strong. Alright? And that's it. And the rest of it I'm going to tell you in dubbed commentary when I do the fights. Whoops, one more thing. Flask of Wondrous Physic, what to put in. We recently acquired the Opaline Heart here. This right here. Temporarily boost damage negation in... Well, temporarily boost your physical damage negation. And for this next one, I would strongly recommend the Crimson Burst Crystal Tier. Steadily restores HP for a time in mixed physic. Alright, so Opaline Heart Tier and Crimson Burst Crystal Tier. Once again, you're going to use this at the beginning of the Elden Beast boss fight. or right at the very end of the Radagon boss fight, right after beating him. Alright? And that'll give you a big boost during... Otherwise, you know, typically the Radagon boss fight lasts about 2.5 minutes, roughly. And by the time you get into the Elden Beast boss fight, your Flask of Wondrous Physic is all used up. That's another reason why I like to delay using the Flask of Wondrous Physic until the Elden Beast boss fight. Right, so that's it. The rest is going to be handled by Gamerslack, and I'm of course going to be dubbing in the commentary. So take it away, Gamerslack. Okay, here we go. Gamerslack is down there in the trenches behind the gun, and MC Dubslack here in the rear of the gear on the microphone. First thing we're going to do is cast Golden Vow and then Lord's Divine Fortification in that order, okay? Because Golden Vow lasts a little longer than Lord's Divine Fortification. Okay, then switch over to your sword. You're going to enter without refilling your FP. And I initially thought that you had to be closer in order to hit him with Taker's Flame, so this is my first attempt. So I approached Radagon, and then I did Taker's Flames. This is not necessary. You can hit him with Taker's Flames right from the get-go. You don't have to approach. And then now I only have 15 FP left, but as you can see, Taker's Flame is still active. I can get another one out of it. Even though Taker's Flames cost 30 FP, I could have gotten a third one out of it. I didn't know that at the time. And here comes the grab. This is a great time to follow up with Taker's Flames. As you can see, it does a ton of damage against Radagon, so that's your weapon of choice. Here comes the Hammer Slam. Roll forward as soon as he starts coming down. And I got away with it that time. Do a Taker's Flames right after that. Doing a ton of damage. Here comes the grab. And he missed. That should have hit. I don't know why it didn't. And here I appear to be doing good, but he ended up clobbering me. This triple Hammer Slam gets me every time. The best thing to do is to roll back and to the right. Like diagonally back to the right. When he starts doing that. And here's another thing that happens. He often does fly as high in the air as soon as you do Taker's Flames. Which makes him immune. And here comes the grab, and he got me this time. I managed to drink up just before he grabbed me. Here comes the devastating double Hammer Slam. Left me within an inch of my life, and I had the wrong flask loaded up, so I couldn't drink up in time, and he killed me. Total fight duration 1 minute and 27 seconds. Here's take two. Now I've learned that you don't have to approach him to do Taker's Flames. Just lock on and spam that Taker's Flame. That's the weapon skill button as soon as you enter. Lock on, spam it right now. And you can often get two away. Sometimes he'll block the second one. See, hear that little ping? He blocked the second one. Now you can get a third one, but I didn't know this at the time. And now I'm just rolling away trying to get enough time to drink up my health or FP flask. And here I realized I could finally get a third Taker's Flames before having to drink up. So I got away with another one. You can block those spears, those javelin spears. And here is just what I call explosion confusion. Too many things are happening. And I'm trying to roll away to get at medium range. You can block those javelin spears, but I didn't have enough stamina to pull it off. Once again, I did Taker's Flames just as he was taken off in the air. And at this point, I was completely demoralized. It was like, oh my god, what do I do? So I didn't really have a plan. Here I'm like just kind of doing like jumping strong attacks for some odd reason. Drinking up. Just kind of panicking. And I totally lost my rhythm. See, I don't know why I'm doing this. This is dumb. I should have just did Taker's Flames. And I got finished off. Once again, fight duration, 1 minute and 19 seconds. So, this is what I prefer. I prefer to losing to Radagon right away than to, you know. Okay, here we go. So this is one where I actually beat Elden Beast. I beat Radagon and I beat Elden Beast. Even though the fight looks really grim. Looks like Radagon is just clobbering me. But I ended up surviving and I beat Elden Beast. Okay, so Taker's Flames, it does a lot of damage. Block that hit. Here comes the Hammer Slam. You can either roll through it as soon as he's coming down, or roll away. I was trying to roll away and I didn't get far enough. Here I got trying to do a guard counter and I actually pulled it off. Trying to roll away. Blocking the spear attack. Drink up, Taker's Flames. Got him. I hate this attack here because it just kind of stun locks you. Here comes the third hammer slam, roll away, and the explosion afterwards got me. Okay, now I'm just going to try to sucker punch him with Taker's Flames whenever I can. And he knocked me out of that one. Knocked me out of that one too. And then watch what I do at the end here. It's a strategy I love doing. Do Taker's Flames, then roll to the right. Immediately, Taker's Flames again, roll to the right. Taker's Flames. I know, it looks grim. Here we go. Taker's Flames, roll to the right. Taker's Flames, roll to the right. Taker's Flames. Works beautifully. Don't even wait to wait for him to react. Just like do a preemptive. There we go. So beat Radagon first time with this. And note that I drank my flask of Wondrous Physic there. So now my flask of Wondrous Physic is active. First thing I'm going to do is spawn the Mimic Tear. And rush towards his backside. Rush towards his left side and get a Taker's Flames off. Now it won't do nearly as much damage, but it's still worth it because you'll still recover health. And then he often does the Elden Rain attack. This is the Elden Rain. The way you avoid it is to sprint to the side. Okay, so now my Mimic Tear is active, so she's taking a lot of the heat. And it's the same deal. Taker's Flames whenever you can. And if you get right up close, do a jumping strong attack. And when he goes really far away, the new thing I do now is I jog. I don't sprint, I simply jog, keep my shield off, and let my stamina recover. Here comes the Elden Ring attack. That's what I call the Elden Ring. There's a ring forms on the ground, and you have to run to the outside and jump over the ring. And then keep going a little bit because there's a little bit of explosion afterwards. Now I'm running diagonally because I know he's going to do one of these attacks. This is the Crescent attack. There's 4 of them. I roll through the third one, roll through the fourth one. And getting close. Check the range. See, I actually nailed him. Don't underestimate the range of Taker's Flames. Here's Explosion Confusion, where there's just so many things going off, I can't tell what's going on. Here comes the hand slam. Trying to get close, get right up in his chest. Taker's Flames, once again, see the range? Trying to get right up in his chest. Taker's Flames. Once again, got him. And once you get close, start mixing in those jumping strong attacks. Okay, so I'm out of magic juice. Just getting clobbered. Note that I didn't completely refill my health because I'm going to rely on Taker's Flames. Here I'm doing Jumper's strong attack. I actually knocked him out and I didn't realize it. See this? Knocked him out. Could have got a critical hit. And I just keep doing jumping strong attacks, completely unaware that I already knocked him out. Roll through the sword swipe. Taker's Flames. That one missed. Get up in his chest. Right up in his chest is the best place to be. Missed jumping strong attack. Roll through the sword swipe. Taker's Flames. Nailed him. And he grabbed my Mimic Tear, which is great. So now I'm trying to knock him out again with jumping strong attacks. I just completely fumble fingered that one. Taker's Flames. Now I know I got him because he's close to death. My Mimic Tear is in great shape. Here comes the Elden Ring attack. Always starts Elden Rain attack rather. Rains down and like this. Sprint to the side. The best way to avoid it. Sprint to the side with your shield up. And here comes the Elden Ring attack. It's a triple ring this time. You have to jump through all 3. 1, jump through the third one, second one, third one. That was textbook. Keep running away from the final explosion. Here comes the Elden Rain attack again, so I'm sprinting to the side to avoid it. And I had my shield up, but it caught up with me, so it nailed me a little bit. And the Elden Cloud attack, which was going after my Mimic Tier, which is great. By the way, you should do most of this fight with lock on disabled. Don't lock on. Occasionally I lock on to get kind of like guide me around, but most of the time don't lock on. And now we're gonna finish him off. Taker's Flames. That one missed for some reason. I don't know why. Should have ended. That one got him. And watch this. The final hit roll through this, and the final Taker's Flame just caught a piece of them at the end. This one here, just a piece of them at the side, and I beat him. And my Mimic Tier survived. This, I believe, is the first time ever that I beat Elden Beast and my Spirit Ash survived. What you just saw right there. Very first time. Ran completely out of flasks. Okay, so here's another shot. I reloaded a backed up save because I wanted to do it again. This time I ended up with 2 health flasks left over. Okay, so I reload a backed up save. Golden Vow. Lord's Divine Fortification. This is my 3rd attempt on this backed up save. So once again, Radagon kicked my ass twice, and now I'm showing the 3rd attempt, in which I beat both Radagon and Elden Beast. Okay, once again, Sucker Punch right away. Twice. He blocked the second one. Hear that little ping? Yeah, he blocked it. He's going for the grab. This is a great time to get him afterwards, because he takes a long time to recover. That's the javelin attack, I call it. Now I'm just trying to get him at medium range so I can get, like, load up a Taker's Flames without him knocking me out of it like that. And that was just a Sucker Punch, which missed. That was the grab attack, which he missed. Great time to retaliate with Taker's Flames. Here comes the jumping roll away slack, roll away, and I didn't get away in time. Drink up. Got him. He was trying to do that Taker's Flames roll right thing. It's basically a war of attrition against him. That was like take one for the team. I knew he was going to get me, but I knew my Taker's Flame was going to get him. Now I need to drink up everything. I double chugged there. I shouldn't have done that, but it didn't matter. Javelin attack. Explodes. Here comes the Leaping Hammer. Rolled through it. I actually got away with it. Taker's Flames, and he's almost dead. Here I got stun locked. So he's just within an inch of his life. Okay, and take the Flask of Wondrous Physics. Note that I didn't completely refill my health, because I know I can get back some health on the first Taker's Flames on the Elden Beast, which is a gimme. Okay, so spawn the Mimic Tier. And run to his backside. Taker's Flame. That one got it. Here comes the Sword Swipe, roll through it. Beautiful. Taker's Flames. By the way, you can steer yourself as you're doing Taker's Flames when you're not locked on. You can like turn yourself in any direction. So start the Taker's Flames and then adjust your aim afterwards. See, watch this. See, it's exactly what I'm doing. See, I did it again. And it knocked him out. This is great. What you should do when you knock him out, do the critical hit, then do a Taker's Flames right afterwards. There we go, because there's time. Ideally, if you knock him out, you should do a Taker's Flames first, then do your critical hit, then follow up with Taker's Flames. Here comes the first Elden Ring attack. I don't think it's actually called that. It's called something else, but he makes this big ring on the ground. You gotta jump over it, and then keep going, because there's a little explosion after. You see the explosion? And then you're safe, and then you can double back. There's the pink cloud attack. Trying to get close. Here comes the hand slam, which I always He always suckers me on that. Getting close. Taker's Flames, got him. Rolling forward. Explosion Confusion, that's where there's so many things going on I can't tell what to do. That one missed. Here comes the Sword Swipe. He went after my Mimic Tear. Taker's Flames. Got him. Now I'm going to start working on some jumping strong attacks, see if I can knock him out again. And again. Knocked him out. Now, this is textbook. Taker's Flames. No, I went for the critical hit. Should have done Taker's Flames first. There we got him. There's one fight later on where I did a textbook. Taker's Flames, then crit hit, then Taker's Flames. So now I got him because my Mimic Tear is in great shape. Here comes the triple Elden Ring attack. Jump over one. I kind of blew this one. No, this one I did it perfectly. Textbook, yep, jumped over all three. A little explosion afterwards. Here comes the Elden Rain attack, which went after my Mimic Tear, which is great. So now I can go after him. Here he knocked me out of my Taker's Flames. Crank up, Taker's Flames. Got him. Close to death, so we got him now. There we go. So that's twice I beat Elden Beast with this particular build. Took the gold pickled foul foot at the end this time, so I earned 650,000 runes. And here is the third time. Once again, I just reloaded a backed up save because I already beat him. And once again, Radagon kicked my ass twice. So this is the third attempt. Seems to be that's why I say my success rate with Radagon seems to be a solid 33%. Okay, so in we go. Golden Vow, Lord's Divine Fortification. Sucker Punch with 2 Taker's Flames. You can get a third one in. I've realized. But I didn't know that at the time. Okay, so once. Got him. Second time. Got him. He didn't block it. Here comes the Javelin attack. See, I'm drinking up and I didn't really need to do that. Okay, I know this looks grim, but I actually beat him. Okay, got him at the right range. You can block a lot of his attacks. Here comes the Hammer Slam. I hate this. That's basically the attacks, man. You drink up and then while you're drinking up, he launches another attack that takes away all the health that you just managed to recover. That's what I call the tax man. Here I managed to get away with it. That's what I call taking one for the team. You know he's going to hit you, but you know you're going to hit him. So he takes damage and you recover health. Okay, so add a magic juice, drink up the magic juice there, Slack, attaboy. He's at the good range now, so I nailed him with that Taker's Flames. But watch this, I knocked him out in midair. If you repeat that little part right there, I actually did a jumping attack, and I knocked him out of midair. That was sweet. And I beat him. Once again, took my Flask of Wondrous Physic, but I'm starting to think that it would probably be better to spawn your Mimic Tear right after beating Radagon. And then once the Elden Beast fight starts, run behind the Elden Beast, and you'd have more time to get a couple Taker's Flames in before he gets underway. Because he always starts with the yellow cloud attack every single time. Here comes the Elden Rain. It's going to come after me. Sprint to the side and it jammed through my shield, so we got away with it. Taker's Flames. Got a good shot at it that time because I was really close. Doing some jumping strong attacks. Tried to do a charge attack, but it's too slow. Tried to do another one too far away. So that's why I say avoid charge attacks. They're just too slow. Here comes this attack. I don't really know what to do about this. I tried rolling through it, but it never seems to work. Explosion, confusion. Drink up slack. Get it in a good position. Now I'm just jogging towards him. Here comes the Elden Ring attack. So I'm just... I took this moment to do Lord's Divine Fortification. That's a great time to do some buffs, because he takes a long time to launch that ring attack. Okay, dodge, you see diagonally, you're running diagonally, this is perfect, because he always does the cloud attack, and then he often follows up with the yellow breath attack. So now you're a lot closer to him as you're running diagonally. Here comes the hand slam, which always gets me. And Elden Rain attack. Managed to escape some of it. Take your flames, got him. Jumping strong attack, missed. Take your flames, got him again. Drink up slack, attaboy. Take your flames, got him. Now I'm close, so start doing those jumping strong attacks. See if you can knock him out. Knock him out, watch this. Taker's Flames, then do a crit hit, then follow up with Taker's Flames. This is textbook. This is textbook. Get the most damage out of him. Drink up. Here comes the triple Elden Ring. I think I screwed this one up. See, I didn't... For some reason, I'm kind of stuck here. I think like there's kind of like a gravitational pull once the rings get really small. So I just couldn't move. Kind of screwed that one up. These crescent like swipes, sometimes he'll attack your mimic tier first, and then the following ones will come after you. And that was a sucker play. I should have known that. The pink cloud. Sometimes he sprays the big pink cloud in front of him, and they all blow up in front of him. Okay, so we got him now. We're in good shape. Got 3 health flasks left. Roll through. Taker's Flames. Got him. And one more. Got him. I think my mimics here finish him up. There we go. I managed to take my gold pickle foul foot. There we go. So 3 times beat him with this particular build. Now we're going to move on to no, first of all, I want to actually show you everything, because I want to show you the final time. So I just want to run through these cutscenes here at the end where you, like, you know, you mend the Elden Ring, etc., etc. I'm just skipping all the cutscenes. And I'm not going to activate New Game Plus. I'm just going to go back to the round table. And then I'm going to show you the final time. Final time, 21 hours and 58 minutes. So I beat the game in under 22 hours. There you go. Elden Ring Express. How to beat Elden Ring in under 22 hours. For mere mortals. Okay, for mere mortals. Of course, there's speedrunners out there who can do it in 57 minutes, but we are not speedrunners, okay? And finally, for those of you who are following the walkthrough very closely, you're following every single video as soon as it came out, you accidentally got locked out of the Sanctified Whetblade, which means that you won't be able to put the Sacred Affinity on your shield. So I'm going to do a couple runs with the no skill Ash of War on the Cross Street Tower shield with just the standard affinity, which means your holy damage protection is 15% less. Instead of 81, it's 66. Okay, so we're going to do the exact same strategy, except we're going to do it with a shield that has less holy damage protection. That's it. And I beat Elden Beast twice using this particular build, and this first run it's pretty hilarious. This is the first time I attempted with this shield. What happened was I completely fumble fingered the keyboard right in the middle of the Elden Beast boss fight, and I was just completely out of action for a full 16 seconds, and I still managed to beat him. Anyways, here we go. Sucker punch, Taker's Flames right away, double. He blocked the second one, this is typical. Javelin attacks. I tried to roll through that and he got me anyways. Here's take one for the team kind of deal. I knew he was going to get me, but I knew I was going to get him. Doing pretty good here. Here comes the Hammer Slam. I'm trying to roll away. I managed to avoid some damage by rolling away. Taker's Flames retaliate. Got him. Here comes the grab. Doing another Taker's Flames. And he blocked it. That would have been great if I'd gotten that one. Javelin attack. Here comes his spray attack. And this is a good time to take Taker's Flames. Got him. Drink up, Slack. Roll away, roll away, roll it. Alright, there we go. Beautiful. Got him. Great range on that Taker's Flames. Yeah, I managed to roll through that. That was great. And he blocked it. That would have been great if I got him there. And that one got him. Now, once again, I'm still not kind of like hip to the idea that instead of drinking my Flask of Wondrous Physic, I should actually spawn the Mimic Tear. Way better idea. Spawn the Mimic Tear at the end of the Radagon fight, and then go straight at the Elden Beast with your Taker's Flames. Gives you a little more time. Okay, so I'm going to get behind him, do Taker's Flames. Recover some of my health that was taken away from spawning my Mimic Tear. And it's game on. And like I said, there's a certain point here where I just completely fumble fingered the keyboard. I thought the game actually glitched out on me. And I just simply had my fingers on the wrong position on the keyboard. And I was unable to control my character. Out of action for a full 16 seconds, and I still managed to beat Elden Beast. Okay, so right up close, Taker's Flames. Here's a sword swipe. I rolled through that, but it wasn't going for me. Jumping strong attack. Okay, so now I'm just jogging, because I don't want to use up stamina, waiting to see what he's going to do. He's probably going to do the Elden Ring attack, and he is. So there's the big ring. It's just one ring this time. I'm going to wait for it to form and then jump over it. Jump over it. Very good. And here's the breath attack. I'm locking on and running diagonally to try to get as close as possible. Here comes the sword swipe. I tried to roll through it and I didn't get it. Taker's Flames, got to drink up. Tried to do a jumping attack, missed. Drink up. Jumping strong. Elden Rain went after my Mimic Tear. Here comes the Pink Cloud attack. Run diagonally, it's the best thing to do. Blows up, avoid it, block that. Taker's Flames, get close, trying to knock him out now. This is funny, eh? Okay, here we go. I'm gonna knock him out, and then I lose control of my keyboard. I knocked him out. Check this out. I completely fumble fingered the keyboard. This is me trying to, like, I'm going, what the hell's going on? I can't move my character. And all the Elden Stars just hit me. Fortunately, the Elden Beast grabbed my Mimic Tear. I'm still out of action. Finally realized I had my fingers at the wrong position on the keyboard, and now I finally regained control. A full 16 seconds out of action. So I missed a crit hit. You know, it's just... But I still ended up beating him. And this was my first attempt with the standard shield. So those of you who missed the, like I accidentally locked you out of the Sanctified Whetblade, this is very doable with the regular shield. Okay, so here's the triple ring. And I screwed this up. Everything got me. The second and third ring got me, and the final explosion got me, so I totally screwed that one up. Here comes the Elden Rain, and my Mimic Tear is now dead. Because she took all that extra heat while I was out of action. So yeah, so now I'm going solo now. Used up all my flasks. And that is it. That's all my magic juice is gone. So I'm going to have to rely solely on jumping strong attacks. And I managed to knock him out. But I missed the final crit hit, but I killed him anyways. It would have been sweet if I finished off with a crit hit. Check this out. I'm right down to it, eh? Right down to it. Nothing left. Knocked him out. But I missed the crit hit. It would have been so sweet if I nailed that crit hit. But I killed him anyways. Look, right down to it. Nothing left. Nothing left in that tank, but I killed him anyways. So that's my first attempt with the standard shield. Those of you who got locked out of the Sanctified Whetblade, like I said, I promised you I would show you a strategy. Which is the same thing. It's just use the same shield, same strategy. And I'm going to do it again. But once again, I want to show the final time. Skip the cutscenes. I figure it's better like this to show you like 5 different Elden Beast fights instead of just showing you one fight in slow motion, which is what I usually do, because so many different things can happen in every fight. So now you're getting like a much broader perspective on the whole Elden Beast fight with this particular build. Okay, so I'm going to show you the final time, 21 hours and 56 minutes. Once again, beat it in under 22 hours. And you can see by my rune count, see I have 650,005 runes. So I didn't actually die. After reloading the save and going into this fight, I didn't actually die. So Radagon did not steal any of my rune arcs. I'm going to show that in a minute. I had 29 rune arcs left. That's what I had in the beginning. There we go. Now I'm going to show you my best Radagon fight, even though he kind of beat me up a little bit, but I'm kind of proud of this. And then after that, I'm going to show you my very best Elden Beast fight. Both of these were with the standard shield. Okay, so down to Ashes of War, switch over to no skill, Ash of War, standard affinity. Once again, for those of you who were locked out of the Sanctified Whetblade, showing solidarity with you guys. And this is going to be my best Radagon fight, even though I completely, pardon my French, fucked up when it came to Elden Beast. I was so stupid. Anyways, you'll see. And Elden Beast clobbered me within the first 30 seconds. It was such a dumb mistake on my part. But this was a sweet Radagon fight. I broke his stance, got a crit hit. That's beautiful. He blocked the second Taker's Flames. Here he comes. Took one for the team. Took another one for the team. Here he comes. Managed to roll through that. come the authorities. Slack is doing good. Managed to roll through this one too. This is beautiful. Roll through that. Didn't take a hit. Knocked him out. This is beautiful. This is just sweet. The only thing here is I did Taker's Flames too soon. I should have waited. Because he's a little immune as he's getting up. If I just delayed the Taker's Flames, I would have killed him at the end there. So if you ever get him in that situation, make sure you just count one banana before you hit that Taker's Flames after he's getting up after the crit hit. And then you'll nail it perfectly. And then I just simply beat him to death. That's a sweet fight. I just had to show that. But then, after such a great Radagon fight, I completely screwed up. I thought I could get away with spawning my Mimic Tier and then rushing up and doing Taker's Flames. Watch this. So I'm very low on health. I shouldn't have done this. And then I just went after with the Taker's Flames too soon. I got caught up in the breath cloud, and he killed me. Duh. Duh. After such a great Radagon fight, yes, I just had to show that. Anyways. And finally, my very best fight. Finished off the Elden Beast with 5, count them, 5 health flasks left over. Once again, this was with the standard shield. So I only had 66 holy damage protection. And I'm going to run this fight with no commentary. Alright, so those of you who want to enjoy the entire fight with no commentary, here's your chance. I want to sign off now. Thanks a lot for watching. If you thought this was remotely entertaining and or informative, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up, post a comment, and most importantly, subscribe to make sure you get all my videos hot off the press. Okay, final fight. Elden Beast, 5 health flasks left over. Best fight. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1. That's $1, that's all. That's all it takes, alright? Thanks a lot, really appreciate it.